Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to our JavaScript video tutorial. Today we will talk about the most important topic, generating output in JavaScript. There are certain situations in which you may need to generate output from your JavaScript code. For example, you might want to see the value of a variable or write a message to the browser console to help you debug an issue in your JavaScript code and so on. In JavaScript, there are several different ways of generating output, including writing output to the browser window or a browser console, displaying output in dialog boxes, writing output in an HTML element, etc. We will take a closer look at each of these in the following section. JavaScript can display data in different ways. First, writing into the browser console. We can use console.log to write anything in the console, and we can also use alert boxes or window.alert, or we can target any element of an HTML and we can write in it, and we can also use document.write. First, let's talk about using document.write. This method is a simple way to output content directly to the document. It's often used for testing or basic demonstration. Now, let's look at this example. I will open this on code editor. Here you can see that I have written JavaScript code and I am writing this hello world in the document.write. And if I write something else here like hello ikra, you can see that in the browser we are seeing hello ikra. So in this way we can write document.write. Now let's talk about using console.log. This method is commonly used for debugging and logging information to the browser console. Here you can see that there is a code console.log. It logs message in the console. Here what I will do is I'll write here console.log. Here you can see that in the console it is being accessed. Now let's talk about updating HTML elements. You can update the content of HTML elements by accessing them with JavaScript and modifying their inner HTML or text content properties. There is two examples. We will look at these each one by one. Here you can see that there is an HTML code and this is a paragraph tag, and inside the paragraph tag we have made an ID named output and there is nothing in it. Now what we'll do to write this ikra in this, we will access it using document.getElement by ID and store it on a variable named output element. And here we are writing output element dot inner HTML. Inside the inner HTML we will write ikra technology. Now here if I write something else like welcome to ikra, you can see that it is being printed. Now if I write here h1, will become an h1 tag. Here you can see that it will become an h1 tag. This is the way that you can access any HTML ID using JavaScript. This is called DOM. We will look at it when this topic will come. Now let's look at the second example. I'll close this one. Now here this one. Here you can see that this code is the same, but the text is just different. There is nothing different in it. Now let's look at the alert boxes with alert. This function displays a pop-up alert box with the specified message. Look here, alert, this is an alert. Now what I will do is I will write here alert hello. Now you can see that the pop-up is appearing saying hello. Now let's look at the second one, prompting user with prompt. This function prompts the user to enter some information and return the enter value. Here you can see the code. We will copy it and I'll paste it here inside the script tag. I'll take this code. This is a wrong one. Here you can see that the pop-up has appeared. I'll write my name here, Saad. So in the console, you can see that here it is. I'll write my name here, Saad. Here you can see user entered Saad. You can access using prompt. It is asking for enter your name and you are logging that name inside the console. Now let's look at the confirm. Using confirm, this function displays a dialog box with OK or cancel button. If we click on OK, it will return true, and if we click on cancel button, it will return false. Now we will take this code and I'll paste it here. You can see that the pop-up is appearing. Now if I click on OK, it will say that user confirm true. Now if I click like this, now that you can see that the pop-up has appeared. Now if I click on cancel, you can see that user has cancelled and it will return false. Now we will look at updating DOM, document object model. You can dynamically create, modify or delete HTML elements using JavaScript and update the document structure. We will look at this topic more in the detail. Now here is only the basics. When this topic will come, we will talk about it in the more detail. Now here what I will do is I will copy this code and paste it on the body tag. Now I will take this JavaScript code and I will paste it here. Here you can see that there is a div, and inside the div we have created an ID named output container, and here we have accessed it using document dot get element by ID, and we are storing it on a variable named output container. And what does this line do is where new element document dot create element p. In this paragraph we are creating a new element named paragraph. New element dot text content is equals to dynamic content. Now what we are doing is we are writing inside the this div id. If I write something else here, dynamic generate, here you can see that we use this dot text content property to write the text, and here output container dot append child new element. We are appending this. If we will not write this line, we cannot show this output. Here you can see that it has gone. So friends, in today's video we saw how output can be generated using different JavaScript methods. Which method did you find the most interesting? Do let me know in the comments. See you in the next video. Until then, keep smiling and happy coding. Thank you.